Right now, there's probably something sitting in your kitchen that could genuinely benefit your dog's health, and you've never once thought to share it. Not because it's exotic, not because it's expensive, simply because nobody ever told you it was actually good for them. Today, I'm giving you 16 real human foods backed by actual nutrition science that can genuinely support your dog's health, and for each one, I'll tell you exactly how much, how to prepare it safely, and why it actually works. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Aaron Kelly. Before we start, I need one thing from you. Hit that like button right now if you're ready to see what's actually in your kitchen. It genuinely helps this video reach more dog owners who need this list, and I promise it's worth 60 seconds of your time. One more thing, as we go through this list, comment the number of any food you're already feeding your dog. I want to see how many of you are already doing this right, without even realizing it. A quick note before we dive in. Everything on this list is meant to complement a balanced diet, not replace it. Portions genuinely matter here, and I'll flag anything worth being careful about as we go. Let's get into it. The list 1. Plain cooked pumpkin. Let's start with one of the most underrated options out there. Plain canned or cooked pumpkin, without any added sugar, spices, or pie filling, is genuinely rich in fiber. Vets commonly recommend it to support healthy digestion, especially for dogs with occasional stomach sensitivity. It also happens to be naturally low in calories, and most dogs genuinely enjoy the taste on its own, which makes it easy to add. A spoonful mixed into regular food is typically enough for a medium-sized dog. You don't need much for it to make a difference. 2. Blueberries. Blueberries are one of nature's more concentrated sources of antioxidants, and they're naturally low in calories, which makes them a genuinely solid alternative to processed store-bought treats. A lot of dogs actually enjoy them frozen, which adds a satisfying crunch, especially in warmer weather. A small handful is typically plenty as an occasional snack. This isn't a food you need in large quantities to get value from. 3. Carrots. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, and they carry a good amount of fiber as well. The natural crunch also makes them genuinely satisfying for dogs to chew, which some owners use as a healthier alternative to rawhide-style chews. Raw or lightly cooked both work well. Just make sure to cut them into appropriately sized pieces for your specific dog, since large chunks can be a choking risk, especially for smaller breeds. 4. Plain cooked chicken. Unseasoned, boneless, skinless cooked chicken is a lean, easily digestible protein source for most dogs. Vets often recommend it specifically as a bland option when a dog's stomach is a little upset, precisely because it's gentle and easy to process. The key word here is plain. No garlic, no onion, no seasoning of any kind, since those additions can range from unhelpful to genuinely harmful. 5. Sweet potato. Cooked, plain sweet potato is a nutrient-dense source of fiber and vitamin A. It has a naturally mild sweetness that most dogs genuinely enjoy, which makes it an easy addition compared to some vegetables dogs are pickier about. Keep portions modest, since it does carry more natural sugar than something like green beans. Comment below. Which of these first 5 have you already tried with your dog? 6. Green beans. Plain. Green beans, whether fresh or frozen, with no added salt or seasoning, are low in calories and high in fiber. A lot of vets recommend them specifically for dogs who need to manage their weight, since they're filling without adding many calories at all. Steamed or raw both work, as long as they're plain. 7. Plain cooked salmon. Cooked salmon, fully deboned and completely unseasoned, is a genuinely good source of omega-3 fatty acids, which support healthy skin and a shinier coat over time. One important safety note here: never feed raw salmon to your dog. Raw salmon can carry a parasite that causes a serious illness in dogs, so this is one where cooking it thoroughly isn't optional, it's essential. 8. Eggs. Fully cooked eggs are a solid, complete source of protein, along with biotin, which supports skin and coat health. Scrambled or hard-boiled both work well, as long as there's no added butter, salt, or seasoning. This is a genuinely easy one to prepare, since it likely requires nothing you don't already have in your kitchen. 9. Plain oatmeal. Cooked plain oatmeal with no added sugar is a good source of fiber, and it can be a helpful alternative for dogs with certain grain sensitivities, particularly when your vet has already recommended it as part of managing that specific issue. Always let it cool down fully before serving, since it holds heat longer than you'd expect. 10. Watermelon. Seedless watermelon with the rind fully removed is mostly water, which makes it a genuinely hydrating, low-calorie treat, especially useful in warmer months when your dog might need a bit of extra fluid intake. Just make sure to remove any remaining seeds and the tough outer rind, since both can cause digestive upset. Drop a comment. Has your dog ever had watermelon on a hot day? I want to hear how they reacted to it. 11. Apples. Apple slices with the seeds and core fully removed provide a good amount of fiber along with vitamin C. The seeds specifically need to be avoided every time, since they contain a compound that can be genuinely harmful in larger quantities. This is one of those small details that's easy to overlook if you're just handing over a slice quickly. 12. Plain peanut butter. Unsalted peanut butter with absolutely zero xylitol content can be a good source of protein and healthy fats, and it's often used to help dogs take medication or as a filling for puzzle toys. I want to be very direct about this one. Xylitol is an artificial sweetener that is genuinely toxic to dogs, even in small amounts, and it's increasingly common in healthier peanut butter brands. Always check the label before sharing any peanut butter with your dog every single time you buy a new jar. 13. Plain yogurt. Plain unsweetened yogurt with live active cultures, and again, absolutely no xylitol, can support gut health for some dogs thanks to those live cultures. Start with a small amount rather than a full serving, since some dogs are sensitive to dairy and may experience some digestive upset if you introduce too much at once. 14. Cucumber. Cucumber is low in calories and mostly water, which makes it a light, hydrating snack option that's particularly useful for dogs who need to manage their weight. It's crunchy, refreshing, and most dogs find it genuinely enjoyable, especially chilled. 15. Bananas. Bananas offer a good amount of potassium and fiber, but they're also noticeably higher in natural sugar than most other items on this list. Because of that, they're best treated as an occasional treat rather than a daily addition, especially for dogs who are managing their weight or have any blood sugar sensitivity. 16. Broccoli. Small, plain, cooked pieces of broccoli offer vitamin C and fiber. This one specifically should only be given in small amounts, since larger quantities can genuinely cause digestive upset in some dogs. Broccoli is a good example of something that's beneficial in moderation, but not something to overdo. That's the complete list of all 16. Drop a comment with your dog's favorite one from this list. I genuinely want to see which ones turn out to be the crowd favorites among all of you. A quick word on what to avoid. Since we just spent all this time on what's safe, I'd be doing you a disservice not to briefly mention what's genuinely dangerous. Grapes and raisins, onions and garlic, chocolate, and anything containing xylitol are all foods that can cause serious harm to dogs, even in relatively small amounts. This isn't today's main focus, but it matters too much to leave out entirely. If you want a full, dedicated breakdown of dangerous foods and exactly why each one is harmful, tell me in the comments, and I'll make that its own complete video. How to actually introduce these. One last practical note. When adding any new food to your dog's diet, introduce it gradually in small amounts, and watch for any signs of an upset stomach over the following day. Every dog is a little different, and something that works beautifully for one dog might not sit right with another. If your dog has an existing health condition, it's genuinely worth checking with your vet before adding anything new, just to make sure it fits their specific situation. So there you have it, 16 real foods sitting in kitchens everywhere that can genuinely support your dog's health when given the right way and in the right amount. Here's what I want from you right now. If you learned even one new thing today, hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds, and it genuinely helps this video reach more people who need to see it. Then, comment which food surprised you the most and let me know if you want that dangerous foods video next. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe. I break down something like this every single week, and your dog deserves every bit of it. I'm Dr. Aaron Kelly, and I'll see you in the next one.